Hello YouTube, um, welcome to my first video. Well, you see what I have here. It's a reel that's actually very new to the market, and I'm probably one of the first few people to get this because I pre-ordered it a long time ago. It's been a long wait, and I thought of actually doing this video because when I was about to get my reel, I was wondering a lot about what I was going to obtain, how it was going to perform, different things, and nobody could really, or very few people could actually answer these questions to me, because there are not many people who have got their hands into the brand new Penn Slammer 4. In this specific case, I have the DX version, which is the dealer exclusive version. So you shouldn't be able to find this specific reel, which is different to the standard one. This specific reel, you shouldn't be able to find it in either Amazon, eBay, or any of those stores. But they go to the actual dealers, and they are the ones who send it to you and who sell it to you. And well, I got mine last week. I got a chance to use it over the weekend. I caught some fish, but nothing big enough to really put it to test, unfortunately. However, I still wanted to share with you how I feel about this reel, which is amazing, by the way. How I feel it performs, why I bought it, and many other things that you may be wondering about this specific reel. So in my case, this one is the size 2500. That's the size I bought. That's because of the way of fishing we do over here. You probably hear an accent when I speak, and that's because I'm not from the States. I'm from South America, way down in Chile, and we fish a lot from the shore. We do a lot of surf casting. We throw minnows to the water. That's primarily what we do here on the sea. So this reel is perfect for that. We tend to use light tackle, or that's the new trend actually here in Chile in the past few years. Light tackle, small reels like this one. So when I actually saw that Penn came up with a reel that's a slammer, which is top of the line, on a 2500 size, I was thrilled. I was really thrilled. I own a 3500 size, which is too big for the kind of fishing we normally do here. I use it for certain occasions and whatnot. And then my go-to reel for the past few years has been a Spinfisher 6 in this exact same size. So when I saw that they had slammer in this size, I was, out of my mind. And because this has several features that I'm going to be sharing with you today. First of all, let me put this aside for a little bit. Let's see. This is the reel. This is the front. This is from the side with this knob here and the handle. This is from the other side. You can see it here, and it's very smooth. It's super smooth. It's 100% sealed. So over here you see that it says Ipx6 sealed. So that's the same kind of nomenclature that they use in LED bars or car lights or anything that you buy for your car, that it says IP something 6 or 7 or whatever. So basically this means that this reel is perfectly sealed. You can have it on the boat if you want, and it's gonna be on the splash, and or you can be hit by a wave, or you can actually even dunk it in the water, leave it there, move it around, then take it out, and you can continue using the reel. Probably you cannot reel underwater. That would need a different type of sealing, but this one has Ipx6 certification. It's actually an improvement over the previous Slammer 3 sealing. It's the same certification, it's the same standard, Ipx6, but they improved certain aspects of the sealing on this new version, on the Slammer 4 versus Slammer 3. So, as you can see, it moves really smooth. You can stop, no issues. It feels comfortable. It feels smooth. I don't have anything to say against the reel. It's probably a little bit more or a little bit heavier than my Spinner 6, but it's definitely way lighter than the Slammer 3 that I previously owned. Fair comparison though, because this is a 2500 size. The other one was 3500, but still much smoother, much lighter than any previous version of Penn reels that I've ever owned. So let's see some of the differences that the DX version has over the regular version. So the first difference that you're going to note is of course the color, right? This is a silver color against a silver and black color against a black and gold color that the Slammer, the regular Slammer has. But aside from that, inside the gearbox, so the gear and the pinion on these reels are stainless steel, whereas the regular version, it's brass gear. So brass, it's resistant to corrosion, especially for salt water and all that. But stainless steel is, an improvement over that. The DX version also has one additional bearing that I'm going to try and show to you now. So it has one additional bearing over here, which is supposed to help you when you fight fish. So it's going to make when you have the drag on and you're fighting the fish, it's gonna make the whole drag work even smoother than if you didn't have that bearing, that ball bearing over there. Now, as I said, I haven't caught anything big enough to actually put that to a test, but in theory, it makes sense to me at least. And so that's with differences between the DX version and the regular version. Now, the 2500 version comes with additional differences versus the rest of the Slammer's 4s. The two most obvious ones are that this has a drag that is an HT100 drag against the Dura drag that all the other versions of the reel, the bigger versions of the reel, have. And also the other reels they come with two knobs. One that's aluminum in same color as the rest of the reel, aluminum knob, and another one that's a spare one, or if you want you can change it, which is this foamy squishy kind of knob that this one has here. Well, the 2500, it only comes with this knob, which is the Hypalon knob. That I seriously, when I heard about this type of knob, I didn't know what to expect. I don't know if you can see it over there. I hope that you can. But it's basically a squishy type of foam that it has good memory to it. So you squish it and it's not going to stay like that. It goes back to its original form. But it's very squishy, very comfortable to the hand. I used it for several hours the other day. I didn't feel a thing, and it helps you because it's a little bit tacky. So it helps you keep a good hold of your knob when you're fighting fish or when you're fishing, especially when you're surf casting, right? So well, the other difference that this reel has, and actually I believe that any of the slammers below 5,500 size has, is that automatic bail trip. So when you open your bail, then you have to only reel in, and it goes back to where it should be. Bigger sizes, they don't have this automatic bail trip. Now, in all fair assessment, I never use the automatic bail trip. I have the habit of actually pulling the bail back myself and pulling the line into the roller, so I don't get any nests later on. Otherwise, it's very easy for you to either have some of your line crossing over here and produce wind knots later on, or to have loose line in certain point and then produce some sort of wind knot. So this is the reel. This is how it looks. Very nice, very well made. I have a preference for these reels because they are when you look at Shimano or Daiwa, if you want to find the 100% seal reel like this one, you break the bank. You basically break the bank. This won't break the bank for you. It's still very smooth. I can move this with no single effort at all. I can probably put my hand over here, my finger over here, and do this like so, and it's really smooth. When it comes, Penn, they tend to put a lot of grease inside in the gear, so when it first comes, it's kind of difficult to turn the handle just because of the amount of grease that's in there. But after some use, all that grease reaccommodates, and it becomes very, very smooth. You can see. As I was saying, you don't have to break the bank to buy a Penn reel, which is very good quality, sturdy as hell, all metal parts. They never break down on you. I've owned Daiwas, I've owned Shimanos, and in certain occasions they tend to either break or something malfunctions. A little bit of sand gets into some part or somewhere, or you get splashed by a wave, and they stop working, or they start working funny, or they make noises. With this one, even with my Spin Fisher before, you get hit by a wave, you get sand all over it, you get water all over it, you dunk it in the water when you're kayak fishing. You don't realize until later on, you pull it out, you just shake it off, and you keep continuing fishing. No issues. And then you open it up, and it's dry as a rock. It's impressive. And for the amount of money, you don't get that for this amount of money, you don't get that from a Shimano or a Daiwa. No way. So I recommend this reel 100%. This is the Slammer 4DX. And if you have any questions, just post it somewhere down below in the video, and I will happily answer any of them. But now you have a chance to see how one looks like, and you have word from a person who owns one and who's fished with it for a little while. And if you're thinking about it, it's worth it. Try it out, and I hope that you like it. All right, so thank you everyone, and goodbye.